During a fancy family trip, my husband and his family expected me to pay for everything because I owed them for marrying him. When I said no, he grabbed my wallet and threw it into the ocean, laughing. I stayed calm, took a sip of my drink, and said, "Good luck getting home without me." His smile disappeared fast. I'm a 35-year-old woman who just got back from what was supposed to be a dream vacation in the Maldives. Instead, my marriage completely fell apart, and I realized I was surrounded by selfish people pretending to be fancy. Let me explain. I've been married to Ryan, 38, for 7 years. At first, he seemed perfect, funny, sweet, easy to love. We fell hard and fast, moved in quickly, got married soon after. I was in love. Ryan came from a wealthy family that owned car dealerships in Texas. They were used to a rich lifestyle. Parties, tennis coaches, looking down on anyone who wasn't like them. I came from a regular middle-class family. I worked hard, built a good career in tech, and made a decent income. But to Ryan's family, I was new money, and they made sure I knew it. His mom once told me I should be grateful Ryan chose to marry me. That should have been a red flag, but I ignored it because I loved him. Ryan never defended me, but he didn't join in either, so I let things slide. I got used to their rude comments and cold behavior. Then Ryan's family planned a trip to the Maldives. Private island, ocean villas, yachts, spas, the whole luxury package. I was unsure, but Ryan said it would be a good way to connect. So I went. On the first night, we had a fancy dinner. When the bill came, his dad slid it over to me. Ryan smiled and said, "You got this one, babe." I thought it was just that once. But it kept happening. Every meal, every activity, every drink. I asked Ryan why I had to pay for everything. He said I made good money and that his parents had always paid for things when he was younger. His mom even said it was just easier if one person paid for all. Meaning, me. I told Ryan I wasn't the family's ATM. He laughed and said, "You owe me for all the years I took care of you." Funny, because Ryan hadn't worked in 6 months. I was paying the rent, food, his car, everything. Meanwhile, he still bought sneakers and played golf. Still, I stayed quiet and offered to just pay my part. That wasn't good enough for him. On the 5th day, Ryan planned a fancy beach dinner for his whole family, including his sister Ashley and her boyfriend, who I'd never even met. He didn't ask me, just told me when to show up. The bill? Over $2,300. His dad handed it to me. I pushed it back and said, "Nope. I didn't agree to this. I'm not paying." Ryan laughed and said, "Don't be like that. You can afford it." I replied, "I'm not paying for people who treat me like garbage." Then Ryan grabbed my wallet and threw it into the ocean. His whole family laughed. His mom giggled. Ashley clapped. I stayed calm, took a sip of my drink and said, "Good luck getting home without me." That shut him up. Here's what he didn't realize. I booked the trip. Everything was under my name and credit card. I paid for the flights, passports and cash, locked in a hotel safe, under my name. He had nothing. I stood up and said, "If you see me as just a wallet, then figure out how to get home without one." Then I walked away. I went to the front desk, reported my card stolen, and made a new solo reservation. I told the hotel I wouldn't cover anything for the rest of the group. That night, security removed Ryan and his family from my villa. He yelled and banged on my door, saying I was embarrassing him and I'd regret it. I didn't answer. The next morning, I had a quiet breakfast alone, feeling more peaceful than I had in years. Ryan and his family were moved to a basic room, no ocean view, no extras. And the best part? None of their cards worked. They had counted on me to pay for everything. Turns out, Ryan's dad wasn't rich anymore. His mom's card was declined. Ashley's got flagged. Ryan, his account was $326 in the negative. They were broke, stuck, and furious. They kept trying to reach me, but I told hotel staff not to let them near me. I blocked Ryan and his whole family. 2 days later, I got a call from a random number. It was my sister. "Hey," she said. "Ryan just called me crying from a hotel lobby using Facebook Messenger." I stayed silent. "He said you're punishing him. He hasn't eaten since yesterday and wants me to send him $400, my sister said. I almost laughed. "Don't give him a dime," I told her. "He has options, just not ones where he still gets to act like he's in charge." She said, "He's freaking out. He says you're being spiteful. I replied, he threw my wallet into the ocean. She went quiet for a second, then said, okay, fair. That night, the hotel manager knocked on my door with security beside him. He said Ryan and his family had been sneaking into areas for premium guests and trying to eat without paying, pretending they were still on my account. But they weren't. He said, we don't want to involve the police, but they owe money. Do you know how they're going to pay? I asked, how much do they owe? He showed me the bill, over $8,000. I said, that's not my problem. He nodded. Got it. Later that night, I got an email from Ryan. Subject, you're taking this too far. Body, you're humiliating me. This was supposed to be a good trip. I know I messed up, but you're going too far. You're my wife. We're supposed to be a team. I can't believe you're letting us starve. Please talk to me. Let's fix this. Please. I didn't reply. Instead, I sent it to my lawyer with the subject line, let's talk prenup. What I didn't mention earlier, Ryan's family made me sign a prenup when we got married to protect their family wealth. Funny thing is, now I'm the one with more assets. And then things got even more wild. The next morning, I checked out of the resort and moved to a small hotel nearby so I could relax without all the chaos. At the front desk, the receptionist gave me a strange look. I asked if something was wrong. She said, your husband called asking if you were staying here. He's been calling around to all the hotels. That scared me a bit. I hadn't told anyone where I went. He was looking for me. And then, another twist. Ryan reported his passport as stolen. Why? To try and make it seem like I had taken it, because it had been locked in the safe. But the safe was already moved to his dad's room after they got kicked out of mine. He had access to it the whole time. Then I got a call from the U.S. Embassy. The person on the phone spoke calmly and kindly. We just need to verify your identity and confirm if you're holding any of your husband's travel documents. I told the embassy officer, no, I don't have his passport, but I'd be happy to show you the emails proving he tried to trap me financially. He threw my wallet into the ocean and left me stranded in another country. There was a long pause. She said, I see. Thank you. If we need anything else, we'll contact you. That was 2 days ago. Ryan and his family are still stuck in the Maldives. I don't know if they found a way to pay off their bill. I don't know if they've eaten. And honestly, I don't care. I'm flying home in 2 days, first class. Until then, I've been relaxing, reading, getting massages, ordering room service, and ignoring all the messages Ryan's friends have sent me, calling me cold and heartless. Oh, and I checked our joint bank account. Ryan tried to pull money out. Too bad for him. I froze that account the night he threw my wallet into the ocean. He has nothing. To be continued. And no, this isn't the end. Not even close. 2 days after he claimed his passport was missing, I was having breakfast at my new hotel when a staff member walked over. Ma'am, someone from the consulate is here to speak with you. You're not in trouble. They just need to check something. No problem. I met with a calm woman named Lisa. She worked for the U.S. Embassy. She told me Ryan filed a statement saying he had locked his passport in a safe and took off with the key, leaving him stuck in another country. I just blinked at her. Then I pulled out my phone and said, do you want to see screenshots or the video first? She said, video. Perfect. The hotel security camera caught Ryan throwing my wallet into the ocean, clear as day. He grabbed it, walked to the water, tossed it in, and laughed while his family clapped like it was a show. I had asked the hotel to send me the video, just in case. I also showed her screenshots of my email to the hotel staff, proving I moved all our things, including the passports, into his dad's room before things went south. The emails had timestamps. Then she asked one last question. Would you like to make an official statement about his behavior? I said yes. I'm not sure what happened after that. But about 6 hours later, I got a text from an unknown number. It was Ryan. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have involved the embassy. This is getting out of control. Please call me. The next morning, I got an email alert. Subject line, suspicious login attempt blocked. Someone had tried to get into our joint investment account from a new device in Texas. That confused me. I'm in the Maldives. Ryan's still here too. So is his family. So who was in Texas? I called my lawyer. He ran a check using his firm's tools. Turned out Ryan gave our login details to someone back home. His cousin Darren. Why? Because Ryan thought if he couldn't get the money, maybe Darren could transfer it before I noticed. But Darren didn't know I had two-factor authentication and a bank manager watching for shady activity. So now, Darren is under investigation for attempted fraud. I gave the bank everything: names, emails, messages. Now Ryan's family back home, who once called me dramatic for not paying for their luxury vacation, are panicking. Why? Because Darren used his real name. Ashley, Ryan's sister, didn't take the news well when she found out there could be legal trouble on both sides of the world. She found a way to email me. Her message said, "I don't know why you're doing this. It's not like we hurt you. We just thought you'd help your family. You're ruining lives. This is cruel." No apology, no guilt, just playing the victim. I didn't respond. I forwarded it to my lawyer instead. We're keeping a timeline. 2 days ago, Ryan sent me another email. It was long, emotional, and full of blame. "You've embarrassed me. You made me look weak. We're supposed to be a team. Now everyone's turned against me. If you leave, I have nothing. Are you really going to end our marriage over money?" Money? This was never about money. It was about respect, something Ryan and his family never gave me. To them, I was a walking bank account, a techie sugar mama, their backup plan. And when I finally said no, they lost their minds. I didn't reply to Ryan either. But I did have my lawyer send a final message. "We're filing for divorce, and we're requesting full reimbursement for every dollar spent on this trip. Flights, rooms, food, tips, tours, even the $6.50 Coconut Ashley threw at my head during a fight." Yes, that really happened. Right now, Ryan and his family are still stuck. His passport issue is under review by the embassy. The bank is pressing charges against Darren. I'm flying back to the US tomorrow. I've already filed for divorce and frozen every shared account. But wait, there's more. I just found something that could change everything. It's about Ryan's real finances, something his parents might not even know. I'm double-checking the details, but let's just say, he's not broke. He's been hiding money. And when I find all of it, I'm not just walking away. I'm taking everything. Turns out Ryan was secretly moving money out of our joint account into an account under a fake business, Brightite Co. Consulting. Sneaky, huh? He even put Ashley down as an employee so he could send her payments disguised as paychecks. I gave my lawyer every bit of proof, and in return he gave me everything I need to legally burn it all down. And the final nail. A private investigator found Ryan's name tied to a condo in Austin, paid for in full, in cash. 3 months ago, through a trust under the name Britico. That was it. That was the last straw. This wasn't just betrayal. This was a plan. He never loved me. He used me. I didn't tell him what I found. Instead, I made one final stop, back at the resort where he humiliated me in front of his whole family. I asked the hotel to arrange a dinner, saying it was for closure and to talk things out. They agreed. I told the staff the real reason, and they gave me the nicest private deck on the property, plus 2 undercover security guards nearby, just in case. That night, Ryan showed up acting smug. He looked confident. Too confident. His whole family came. Ashley let out a dramatic sigh, his mom stayed stiff and cold, and his dad acted like nothing had happened. Ryan smiled and said, "So are we fixing this like adults?" I didn't answer. I just slid a folder across the table. He opened it. Inside were bank statements, property records, screenshots of a crypto wallet, documents for the fake company Brightco, and a signed letter from the payroll service showing Ashley was listed as an employee. Ryan's face went pale. His dad grabbed the papers and flipped through them. "What is this?" I looked Ryan straight in the eye. "This is everything you've been hiding from your wife. While you acted broke, you were secretly moving money and buying a condo behind my back. And during all that, you threw my wallet into the ocean and tried to steal my money." His mom gasped. Ashley yelled, "That's a lie." Her voice cracked. I showed them a video clip that had her name clearly listed as a contractor. Ryan jumped up so fast, his chair scraped the floor. "I can explain." But his dad cut in. "Is this true?" Ryan looked down. No, No, his dad muttered, shaking his head. You absolute idiot. And for once, he wasn't yelling at me. Ryan tried to talk, but I raised my hand. You know what hurts most? I was willing to forgive you, not take you back, but forgive you. I thought you were just weak, but now I know the truth. You're a liar, a user, a thief. Ryan looked crushed. Ashley was crying. His mom looked like someone had dumped cold water on her. His dad just went silent. Ryan tried to follow me when I left the deck, but security stopped him. I heard him yelling, "You're ruining my life." I didn't look back. Back at the hotel, I packed up, got myself a drink, and sat by the ocean, the same one where he tossed my wallet. It felt like closure. Peaceful, even. The divorce was fast. With the evidence I had, Ryan couldn't argue. He tried to stall, but the judge shut it down. I got my full share of everything we owned. He was ordered to pay me back for every penny I spent on the trip. The secret condo, it was sold. I got 50%. Ashley deleted all her social media. His parents tried to reach out. I didn't answer. I don't need their sorry messages. They never cared about me, just my money. Here's what I've learned. Love without respect isn't love. It's manipulation dressed up to look nice. People will use you until you stop letting them. And sometimes, peace doesn't come from shouting. It comes from calmly sipping your drink, walking away, and letting the truth handle the rest. I blocked Ryan everywhere. He still emails me long, emotional messages about how he's changed. I don't even open them anymore. My peace is louder than anything he could say. And I didn't just get revenge. I got my life back.